Hey there, Nocturnals. So I'm just starting my day here. It's a bit overcast. It's not raining though. It's just it can't really decide what the weather's like. It's very typical Auckland late autumn, early winter. I was thinking about things to do, things that'd be interesting to vlog about, and then I thought what I'd do is I'd get out TripAdvisor because I was using that quite a lot when I was in Europe and France and Italy to look for things to do, because I'm starting to run out of ideas and I want to do things that are local because petrol costs a bit of money, and at the moment while I'm recovering or going through my therapy with my depression and post-traumatic stress, I don't have a lot of money. I was just looking through TripAdvisor and there are things to do. Some things cost money and some things cost more money than they should and then some things don't cost money but they're not things that I do. So let's just go through it now, and maybe you guys can tell me what you'd like to see me do, or things that you know of around Auckland or around this Kumeu, Riverhead, Albany type area that might be interesting for me to check out and film. The first on the list is the Auckland Hare Krishna Temple. Now I've passed that several times. It's actually on the way home from State Highway 16. There's no photos. I see there's no photos here on the little ad for it, and I suspect maybe I know nothing about Hare Krishna, but I suspect that they don't allow cameras or photography. That's just a suspicion I have. I'm not sure of that, but it's no good to us. We need to be able to film there, so that's out. The next thing on the list is the Huapai Golf Club. I don't play golf. I'm not going to start playing golf. I can't afford golf clubs. Chances are they probably won't let me fly a drone or take photos or vlog from that, so that's probably out. Now, I won't be able to fly a vlog at this next one either, which is the Coatesville Markets. But the thing about the Coatesville Markets, aside from anything else, is the Coatesville Markets will be a weekend thing, but I think that I'll probably have to wait for the weekend if we're going to try and do the Coatesville Markets. And I don't have any money to spend, so there's kind of no point of going there. Market's market. You go to a market because you want to buy things, but maybe we can go in there with a camera and just shoot the stalls and talk to some of the stall owners, and maybe that would be fun. So that's on our maybe list. So the next thing on my list for things to do in Kumeu, Riverhead is Solgen's Estate Winery. So that's pretty close, but it says here to book a tour with the winery is £143. I'm not sure what's that in New Zealand, but I'd say that's probably roughly around $290, maybe $300 New Zealand dollars. And there's no way. One, I don't have that much money. I don't have any money really. I have a very small amount of money, thanks to Mum. But I really don't have any money to book a tour to a winery, and aside from anything else, I kind of made this promise to myself that I wouldn't drink unless I was in another country. I've kind of broke that with like a couple of drinks, but really like 2 or 3 beers in the last year, but I've managed to stick with that, and I'm going to continue to stick with that. So I really don't think I should be going to wineries because I'll be tempted to try the wines, and I'm certainly not going to book a tour that's going to cost me around $300. So the next thing is Hobsonville Point Farmers Market. That's going to be probably similar to the Coatesville Markets, but if it's a farmers market, they're probably selling produce and that sort of stuff. So maybe it's interesting. Maybe we could do that at some stage and then cook something up from the stuff that we find at the market. But again, I don't have a lot of disposable income right now, so it's probably not the best thing to do. But we'll pencil that in for a future thing. So the next thing is the Antique Possum. It's shopping, and again, I don't have any disposable income to spend money on things. The next one's Kumeu River Wines, and to book a tour is £59. I should really change this so it's New Zealand dollars rather than pounds. I know what's pounds. So that's really close as well, but again, same as the other one, I don't have money to pay for a wine tour, though that's much more affordable, and I'm trying to not drink, so probably not the best thing. Okay, 5.7k from the current location is Sweet Red Strawberries. Now I know where that is. That's actually on the way to Westgate, I think, and that might be good. It might be good to take a camera and just go strawberry picking one day, but it's winter and I'm pretty sure, I know for a fact that my strawberry plants are not producing now, so the chances are that we can't do that. It's more of a summer thing. We might have to pencil it in for something to do in summer. So the next thing is Craft World at Waitakere City. It's shopping again, and same problem. I don't have disposable income, can't go shopping. Shopping's not an option. Plus it's not very interesting just to see me walk around a shop and buy things. So next thing is Windmill Orchard. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do fruit picking or anything there. Maybe it's more of a summer thing, I don't know. Winter's difficult. So the next thing on the list is the North Shore Golf Club. Same problem, don't play golf, not allowed to buy clubs, and if it's a golf club I probably have to have a membership or something. Next one is St Andrew's Church. Now that might be worth having a look. They'd probably be okay with me taking a camera and taking photos inside the church, and they certainly won't have a problem with me taking photos outside the church. So maybe we go and visit St Andrew's Church and I light a candle for my friend Dion and for my gran. That might be something to do. The next thing on the list is the Kerr Farm Wine. And while it does cost money for the tour, I'd imagine it costs money for the wine, and the same problem as before, is I'm trying not to drink. So then we've got the House of Nobila Estate. House of Nobila Estate. Imagine it's another vineyard of some kind, and same problem. So next we've got Paint the Earth. It's classes and workshops, 7.6 kilometers. I've no idea what that's about. Maybe we can investigate that further. Next on the list is New Zealand Dream Network Day Tours. That could be cool. Again, I'd imagine it costs a little bit of money to do the tour, but it might be worth it just to see a little bit more of the place where I've lived in Auckland for half of my life, but there's still things to find here because it's such a big city. And I haven't lived in this area for much longer than about 6 months, so I really don't know what is here. So the next thing on the list is the new Hunterwazen Architecture Pavilion for Nature. So that sounds good. The new Hunterwazen Architecture Pavilion for Nature. It's 8 kilometers away. That might be worth having a look. There's no photos yet, so maybe we can add the first photos. This listing is in there twice, and the second listing actually has photos, so So again, that could be worth looking at. So that's actually the last on the list, but second to last is Auckland Adventures Day Tours. It's interesting is that the photo is actually, by the looks of it, it's a photo of a waterfall, but I'd imagine the waterfall may be Piha or Karikari waterfall. Looks more like Piha waterfall. Adventures, and it's got a guy who looks like he's skydiving. Is it skydiving tours? And there's photos as well of one of those gigantic ball things that you sit inside. So I don't know how much that costs, but that actually might be quite interesting. Probably don't want to do it on a gloomy or rainy day though, for the same reason as before. We're going to kind of get saturated or covered in mud. Anyhow, that's it for, at least for this local area, for things to do in Kumeu, Riverhead, Albany, around within about 8 kilometers, 9 kilometers. So let me know what you think. If there's anything on that list that sounds interesting that you want me to do. And I'll have a look at my budget, which is non-existent, but maybe I can put some money aside for it, because it is getting quite boring here, and I do need to get out of the house. Otherwise, it's just going to be the same vlogs as before, and I want a bit of variety in this. So let me know what you think. Add a comment below, or if you have any other ideas for things to do in this area, let me know about that, and send me a message. You can give me an email on visualnz@gmail.com, because I think we need to get out of the house. We've done the same dog walk constantly as well. Maybe of some other places I could walk the dog. There's lots of limitations with off the leash, on the leash. I like to walk the dogs off the leash, obviously. But yeah, let me know, because there's nothing worse than being stuck inside in the middle of the winter with nothing to do. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. What did the hand say to the face? Slap! Ah!
Thanks for watching this Nocturnal Customs production. Subscribe to us on YouTube, where we will be bringing you more regular content on filmmaking, animation, my original music, the occasional cover song, as well as more of our feature project releases as they happen. You can find out more information about us on nocturnal3d.com, or contact me directly by emailing visualnz@gmail.com.